What's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday morning. I'm on my way to work. Imagine you being a boss. I was reading a story this morning and made me want to talk about it. Imagine being a boss in charge of hiring people, and you hire somebody based on how well qualified they are and their merit, if they're good at their job, things like that. Imagine looking at those things to hire somebody. 20 years ago, 10 years ago, that would be acceptable. You look for qualified candidates to fill a position at a job. That's kind of the point. That's how you grow your company. That's how you get the best of the best. But I was reading an article about a gentleman in Oregon. It's a big shocker there. He was placed on administrative leave because he was hiring people for their merit. This guy, he works for the state forestry. What they do, I'm not sure. I'm assuming it has to do with outside forestry stuff. You know, things can get pretty dangerous out there. You would want the best of the best. But no, he got put on leave because he was hiring because how good people were. And that company that he works for, the state, whatever, they have a local officer of the DEI. As DJ off of Indy and DJ say, I like his version of it. It's didn't earn it. It's DEI. It's not diverse, equity, inclusion. It's didn't earn it. So we need to start saying that instead of the BS that they're saying. But this lady, Megan Dodecker, I believe her name was, or if you saw a picture of her, her name would be Megan Dodecker. She looks like a DEI hire. She is the type of person that you would assume would fill that role. Colorful hair, big blob, doesn't look like she can do anything that's functional. And, you know, that person is going to tell somebody that's been doing this job for years how and where to find good candidates. Just let that sink in. And if you look at all the companies over the last couple of years and how they have gone to literal shit because of this DEI nonsense, because they have to hire off of skin color now. They have to hire off of if you identify as a cat, whatever. They have to have so many of these people in their company to be diversified enough. Otherwise, their social credit score will go down. And you can see what's going on with their companies. You can see how bad and detrimental these people are to their company. And it's no shade on the people themselves, but it's the fact that they didn't earn where they're at. You imagine a doctor that was a DEI hire. Would you want that person to be operating on you? Would you want a dentist that has absolutely no clue what they're doing, but they got their job because of their skin color? Would you want a pilot like that? This makes no sense to me. But these people, over the last couple of decades, have been brainwashed to feel entitled. That's why they give all this stuff away for free. That they want this entitlement feeling that they get. You know, I deserve this. I deserve $20 an hour. I deserve $15 an hour, $30 an hour, whatever. The job might be worth what you're asking, but if you flip it around as the person hiring you, are you worth that? If you're not worth it, why should I hire you? But these companies are being forced into hiring people that don't deserve this job. Martin Luther King, didn't he say that, you know, don't pay attention to the skin color, pay attention of their integrity and who they are as a person? But I think our problem now, honestly, is we have nothing to complain about as a society. Look at America and look at its problems versus other countries and look at their problems. There's other countries starving, civil war, you know, all this crazy, it's really sad things going on in their country. And then you look at America and you look at our problems over here. What is Americans' problems? Social equity and diversity. We have nothing to complain about, so we have to make things up to complain about. Americans have the easiest life. And I know some people will have it hard, I get that. But the way out of poverty is so easy in America, it's unreal. In other countries, you're working, 12, 13, 14 hours a day, every day. There's no holidays, there's no saving. You get what you absolutely have to get, and you live in a mud hut, and that's it. And there's no way out of that for like 99% of the population. In America, you can literally be whatever you want to be. You can become a millionaire in, a year or two. But it's because people don't apply themselves, and they think they deserve whatever. They deserve whatever they want. And we've been groomed into accepting that, and that it's okay. Your social welfare gives you whatever you want. If you bitch and moan enough, if you cry enough, if you, spoil your kid enough, they'll have whatever they want. And then these children grow up to believe this. It is time as a parent and as a person of society to get away from that. Start hiring people based on how good they perform. Hire people on their work ethic. I wouldn't hire somebody to work for me that didn't want to do anything. That kind of defeats the purpose of growing the company. I just stop paying attention to it. Ignore it. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry. Tell these people, I'm not doing it. Whatever. I don't want to fit in with the society that they have right now anyway. But this diversity, whatever BS is destroying this country. It is destroying your work ethic, because you're going to believe, I can get it. I can get whatever I want based off of my skin color or based on my ideology. Tell me how that makes sense to anybody. And Martin Luther King, he'd be rolling in his grave right now. That's kind of like the whole thing of what he was talking about. We need to stop paying attention to skin color. We need to stop paying attention to people's BS nonsense that they make up, saying that they're 98, 500 million, billion pronouns. We know the truth. We know what is real in the world. We know what is right and wrong in this world. And the Bible says you have to honor truth. You have, no matter if it hurts somebody's feelings or not. There's a man and a woman. There's good work ethic and there's bad work ethic. It's like telling your girlfriend, oh, like, do you think I'm fat? Does this dress make me look fat? You lie. It's a lie. But it's better to say, yeah, a little bit. It would hurt her feelings, but it would be more truthful. You want to hire somebody like that too. Are these people good? Am I hiring them just because they're family, or am I hiring them just because of their skin color? Are they any good at their job? And if not, tell them that you're not good at your job, and I'm going to have to let you go unless you get better, unless you learn how to produce better, unless you get a better work ethic. This country is going down the drain faster than you can believe. And it is up to us, my generation, older generations, and the younger generation, everybody. It is up to everybody to correct what is going on right now. And it starts with raising our children right, teaching them good work ethic, teaching them that things aren't given to you. Stop giving away these participation trophies. Stop giving away things for, just because the kid wants it. Let your kid cry. Let them know that it's okay to not win. And when you don't win, you don't get anything. That will make them want to work harder. Why would I try any harder if I get the same outcome as everybody else? That's what all this is about. It is communism, and it's all about everybody getting the same. Somebody that works at McDonald's gets paid the exact same as a doctor. Why would I go to school for 10 years for be a doctor when I could just go work at McDonald's and get paid the same? This DEI it's not uplifting anybody. It is tearing the rest of the people that actually work, the people that actually try, it's tearing them down. I've done my job for over a decade. It's been almost 12 years now that I've done this. I have earned my spot because I worked for it. Every day I give my very best into what I do. I have proven myself that I am capable of doing my job. You know, I got paid less when I started, and I got paid more now because I have the work experience. Somebody that comes in off the street right now and they bitch and complain that they don't get paid what I get because they're a different color than me, or they're a different sexual orientation than me, and my boss said, oh geez, you're right. Why would that make me want to try any harder to be the very best when I know everybody else is just basically getting a shortcut? Why would the people that are being hired off the street and just like that get paid the same amount as me, why would they have any incentive to get better at their job when they know they're going to get paid, premium versus off the street hire? We need to understand as a society that DEI is literally destroying work ethic, along with everything else that's destroying it. Start teaching your children to be the best that they can be. Stop giving away participation trophies. Stop accepting awards for trying your best kind of thing. Teach your kids to do better. Teach your kids to do the very best that they can at everything that they do, no matter what it is. From brushing their teeth, to wiping their ass, to doing homework, to throwing the football. Everything that they do needs to be the very best that they can do. Give it 110% every single day. Otherwise, what's the point? Our society is being destroyed. Our work ethic is nowhere to be seen anymore. It's destroying the family. It's destroying everything that we hold dear. And we are part of the problem because we let it happen. I'm not saying you and I'm not saying me, but I'm saying us as a collective, us as a society is letting this happen. And it's been happening for years. Stop telling your kids that they can be whatever they want to be and giving them everything that they want to be given. This guy lost his job because he hired people that were good at their job. And that's all he looked at. He wasn't looking at where they came from or what color they were or how, whatever 20 million genders that they had, or if they were a cat, or if they shit in a litter box. He wasn't looking at that. He was looking at, hey, is this person good at their job? And if yeah, sure, I'll hire him. If no, I'm not hiring them. And for this fat bitch to say, oh, he needs to get fired because he's not hiring based off skin color. How twisted of a world is that? Am I going to be friends with somebody because they're black, or am I going to be friends with somebody because they're a cool person to be around? I could care less what color they are. I could care less whatever they are. I might not believe in certain things that they believe in. I know people that are gay in my life, and I have no problem with them. I just don't agree with it, and that's fine. I have my beliefs, and that's fine. And you have your beliefs, and we can still be friends. But for me to only be friends with somebody because of their ideology is ridiculous. That is the same thing with the Democrats and the Republicans right now. They're only Democrats because they identify as a Democrat. And they don't want anything to do with Republicans. And they don't talk to any of the Republicans because they're not Democrats. And the same thing for the Republicans. They don't talk to any Democrats because they align a certain way. And to a point that makes sense, you hang out with, your people, whatever. But the dialogue will never get better. We will never start mixing as people anymore when we don't have dialogue with the other people, with your opposition or whatever. Even military, like generals and stuff, a long time ago, they still had dialogue, and they had a friendship with their people that they were fighting a long time ago. I was reading a story one time that there were two generals, and they were having a military campaign for like 10 or 15 years, and one of the generals got sick, and the army that was fighting the other army sent their doctor over there to help the general over there, because they had respect for each other, because they honored each other. And we don't have that anymore. Your friend could die and you wouldn't care. Again, I'm not saying you, but because we have no morals and we have no, respect for anybody anymore, because we're entitled about everything, and we can have anything and everything we want. I just get a new friend. That this shit has got to stop. And I just wanted to throw that story out. Look that lady up and tell me what you think about her. She reminds me of that thing off of Star Wars. I don't remember what it's called, but she is 100% a DEI hire, and she would be in charge of hiring. I can't get over these people. It all started the big laugh of all the Karens and everything, the entitled Karen, stupid bitch, and we laughed it off, and now look at us. Now these people are trying to take over everything. It might sound funny. The Kyle punching the wall might sound funny. The Karen that bitches about everything might sound funny at first, but it's not funny when they start taking over. It's not funny when they're in charge of literally firing people for looking for the best qualified individuals. Are you going to be replaced at your job because you're white, or you're straight, or you're good at your job? Are we going to have to let you go because there's an African American that needs a job, and he could be, or an Indian guy or a Spanish guy, whatever? Are you, as a white individual, going to be let go and replaced with somebody that doesn't care about their job? Or are you going to, as a black man, going to be replaced by a white guy? I doubt it. Being white is like a crime now, which is weird. Being a criminal based off your skin color has absolutely no justification whatsoever. Being a skin color doesn't make you anything. Being white, being black, being purple, being whatever doesn't matter. It's like you want to shake these people, grab them by their fucking jackets and just shake them. And how does this make sense to anybody? Anyway, that story I read, it really upset me this morning, and I just want to know what everybody else thinks about the didn't earn it, DEI. How can we go about getting rid of that? It involves stop paying attention to it. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Talk to you later.